Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver coming back with another Bitcoin analysis video for y'all this evening. We're going to take a look at the Bitcoin charts to see if Bitcoin might be ready to start a topping out pattern, or if we are going to be seeing some more potential upside. So I do want to give a few scenarios on things that we might be seeing as far as maybe Bitcoin wanting to top out, and sometimes to keep an eye on too, just in case that we are ready, and possible retracement too as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Thanks for joining in today, folks, and let's cue that intro. Alright, so if y'all are brand new to the channel, we use the market Cipher indicator by CryptoFace alongside with the TI sequential by ToneVase and the market guide buy and sell signal. So I do believe CryptoFace is still running his special as of right now. If y'all want to go pick up his indicator package, y'all are welcome to use the link in the description box below to help support the channel. And then once you get signed up for this, you'll get access to his 3 indicators on TradingView. And you can also get access to his Discord server too as well. But folks, whenever you sign up, this is your unique ID referral program. This is so you can resell Market Cipher. So do not put CryptoTakeOver in here. Make sure you put your own username in here, so that way you can resell Market Cipher too as well. But yeah, and then let's go ahead and get started on in the charts, and then we'll go over some of that other stuff there later here in a bit. So taking a look at the 1 day here. Right off the bat, we can see that we are getting a sell signal on our 1 day. We'll have to wait for this to confirm. We got a sell signal actually yesterday, just briefly, and then we had still a nice little pump to the upside. So some things to take note of here is that we are seeing a topping out 9 here on our TI sequential as well. Let me go ahead and refresh the page here. I do believe that I had this adjusted some of these settings on the TI sequential too as well. Let me go ahead and turn off. I'm going to hide a few of these things here just to get a clear direction of what's going on here. So you can also adjust your TI sequential settings too as well if you'd like. And right now we have it to where we are just seeing the topping out patterns and the bottoming out patterns. So we have the S13 here on our daily time frame, and we're also seeing on Cipher B as well that we are starting to see somewhat of a blue momentum wave that is starting to trickle to the downside here. VWAP is still headed to the downside as well on the daily. So what I want to look at is maybe some of our lower time frames, just to see if we've started to find support anywhere as well. I think our 10-hour was a good time frame to keep an eye on too as well. It looks like we did find support here on the 21 EMA, and then we had a pump, and kind of wanting to find support there on the 21 EMA once again. And we'll have to wait to see if we are going to kind of get a support here, or if we start to retrace just a tad bit. That's totally could be in the books for us as well. If we've broken below the 21 EMA, let's go into some of these lower time frames just to see if we have or not. Looking at the 4-hour here, we did it did look like we wanted to break below our 21 EMA, but we are getting a nice little rally to find support back up above the 21 EMA there on the 4-hour. So for the most part, it looks like Bitcoin's still wanting to hold up as of right now, and it does look like we are starting to kind of see somewhat of another bullish rally to possibly get us past that 13.8 area. 13.8 was a key resistance point for us back in 2019, I believe, yeah, when we topped out before our big bull rally, and had that nice doji, or I believe it was called a shooting star on the weekly chart. But what we can see here is also on the 8-hour, maybe a little bit of a bearish divergence as of right now. So we'll have to wait to see if this is wanting to play out. So, somewhat of a trigger wave, but we are getting a nice little bounce here. What I would wait for is probably maybe the 4-hour, or some of maybe like our 6-hour or 8-hour, to see if we dip below our 21 EMA. And then if we start to make a move below that, I would look for our 100 EMA, maybe at around the 12,400 area, but that's still pretty low. 12.8 is probably where we're going to be keeping a close eye on, probably around 12.8. If we dip below that, well then we can expect maybe some lower 12K area price action. But if we go on into our 10-hour, and then maybe even our daily chart, some other bearish case scenarios that we need to keep a close eye on is our hash ribbons. And I have the hash ribbons pulled up at the bottom here, and I'm just making sure I got something set here on the phone. That way we can go over the notes. So one thing that I was looking for in the hash ribbons is that it does look like we are about to get a capitulation cross here on our hash ribbons too. So we do need to keep a close eye on this. If we are to start to see a move back in the direction of a bullish scenario, I would say that we probably need to get above 13.8. If we are to get back up above 13.8, then I would say that this would probably be null and void. But you know, this is looking like it wants to probably cross a little bit bearish, and you know, we could go back on our daily time frame to see maybe in our last bull market cycle if we ever got a capitulation cross. And let's zoom out actually on the weekly here and see if during our bull market cycle of 2017, 2018, if we ever got a capitulation cross to the downside and what that kind of meant for us. So, you know, our last bull market, you know, we did have this nice cross here, which is kind of what we had been doing as of right now, you know, with our 20K top, and we cross bullish above here too as well to start our bull market run. So one thing that we can kind of take note of is that we did have, after this cross here, we did have a capitulation move to the downside, which was probably about a 30% correction. Let's see if we were to top it out here. Yeah, probably about a 35% correction to the downside with our capitulation move. And that's kind of what I'm keeping a close eye on as of right now, is that since we broke out of here, if we are to have a capitulation move, you know, where would that be? I don't think it would be a big move to the downside, but like I said, we're going to be keeping a close eye on our hash ribbons. If we are to get that capitulation move to the downside and get that sell signal on the hash ribbons, well, then I would definitely think that we're going to probably break below our 21 EMA and then maybe find another support area below that too as well, and probably look for that 12K area if anything. But you know, that's just a scenario that we could play out if we wanted to. Another reason that we could be seeing a little bit of a sell-off is based on our NVT ratio. And this is basically just telling us that our network is kind of, you know, clustered just a tad bit and maybe wanting to see a little bit of release of pressure, you know, bullishness pressure to maybe see a little bit of sell-off too as well. But for the most part, it's still looking like, you know, based on Cipher B, it's still looking like we're kind of headed a little bit more bullish as of right now, based on our 4 hour, looking like it's ready to continue to push back to the upside. Money flow is still moving back into this market as of right now. So maybe a little bit of consolidation out to the side, right underneath that 13.8 area. And then, you know, I would definitely expect probably a nice substantial push up past 13.8, maybe going into the November too as well. Then let's see what else we got here. So one thing to also take note of is that I do believe, and let's go into the dollar index value here. I do believe that stimulus has been postponed as of right now, which would, you know, obviously indicate that our, you know, dollar index is going to probably remain pretty bullish as of right now. I do believe that they have postponed stimulus all the way until you know, the end of the election period, which would probably give Bitcoin a little bit more consolidation underneath that 13.8 area. And then maybe if they are to pass stimulus, I know that other countries have been going through some lockdowns right now too as well. And you know, maybe some of the other countries have been helping their businesses out. But we are seeing a nice bullish cross here on our daily with the dollar index value too as well. You know, so if this is to probably remain a little bit bullish here on the dollar index, I would imagine that Bitcoin is either going to be moving sideways or we're going to be seeing a little bit of a sell-off too. So this is just something to take note of. This is obviously, you know, could be correlated with Bitcoin moving in the opposite direction, and we need to just keep a close eye on it just in case that is the thing. And we'll have to wait for maybe a topping out pattern here on the dollar index too as well. We also wanted to take a look at the traditional markets too as well. But before we get into that, folks, I do want to let you know that we do have our Path to Cryptocurrency course that is available if you are interested in signing up. This is a beginner's course to cryptocurrency, so if you are brand new into crypto and just getting started and you happen to come across these videos, I would highly recommend that y'all take a course, so that way y'all can make sure to, have the best way to navigate through the crypto space. It can be a little confusing and convoluted sometimes, just with a lot of different things and people saying different things about exchanges or whatever. But we've been in the space for over 3 years now. And I'm going to give you the best exchanges that we use on a regular basis, how we dollar cost average into this market, and then also, some different altcoins that you can get into as well. But the main thing is just how to stay safe. So how to store your crypto, how to avoid scams. That's one of the main takeaways that you'll probably get from this course. And just an all-around way to stay safe in this market is to probably, take a course beforehand and know what you're doing. So that way you don't get screwed over by anyone or anything inside of this crypto space as well. So let's go back over here into our charts really quick. Let's take a look at the DXY, the SPX. Here we go. All right, we're looking at the daily time frame here on the DXY. It does still look like we are having a little bit of sell-off. So Bitcoin is starting to sell off, but also it looks like the DX or the SPX is probably selling off quite a bit more than Bitcoin is as well. So I would imagine that stocks are probably not the safest hedge against the the fact that we haven't had any more stimulus passed, and that they're not really ready to bail out these markets just yet. But it definitely looks like Bitcoin's probably going to be more of the safe haven besides our stock markets as well. The fact that we did break below this trend line here, probably going to lead us to probably a little bit more of a correction, maybe further all the way down to this 3,000 area, and we could definitely see probably quite a bit more of a sell-off too as well. Let's go into our 10-hour time frame. 10-hour time frame still wanting to probably give us a little bit of a sell-off. Our money flow definitely looks like it's rounding out as of right now, and it looks like people are just wanting to jump out of the stock market and maybe find a few different hedges too as well. I would say that Bitcoin is definitely looking like it's going to be that hedge, so we'll jump back over to Bitcoin really quick, take a look at the money flow. And as you can see, money flow is still looking really steady here on Bitcoin as well, finding nice support above the 21 EMA on our daily time frame and our lower time frames too as well. But if we are to break below that 21 EMA, then that's definitely going to be looking like Bitcoin's probably going to be moving alongside with the stock market here relatively soon. Let's also take a look at Bitcoin dominance just to see when we might be ready for some altcoins to take off too as well. I do believe Bitcoin dominance was finding a little bit of resistance above head, but as you can see, we've been breaking through resistance after resistance here on Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin is definitely looking like it's going to be the hedge instead of some of the altcoins too as well. You can see here Bitcoin dominance, also the money flow on the 2-day is just looking relatively bullish as of right now too as well. So I would say that Bitcoin's still got some room to the upside, folks, even though we haven't had stimulus being passed yet. But that's obviously, another reason for people to, find a safer hedge than maybe the stock markets as they continue to sell off and as they get a little bit more unshaky going on into the election period. So was watching a few other people earlier, but the stock markets are really going to react to shakiness with these elections that are going to occur, whether or not it's going to be a peaceful transfer of power or whether or not it's just going to be an all-out, disaster of chaos and, all the crazy stuff that happens with politics. So we did want to look at the total coin market cap too as well. Let's keep on trucking here. We'll go into our total coin market cap, and this is with Bitcoin too as well. But folks, I do want to let you know that we do have our Patreon membership group available, and this is basically our VIP trading group. I let you know what alts we're getting into, when we're getting into them, what we're dollar cost averaging into, alongside with how we're looking at the Bitcoin markets. I give you a daily analysis each and every single day, a private analysis in our Discord server. And basically that's just a written summary of my overall bias of the markets too as well. So that way you can stay up to date but we do have a few spots left. I do believe I already have people that have VIP'd for these spots, but I'm going to go ahead and leave this open probably for a few days after the first of the month. So with Patreon, you want to make sure that you sign up that first of the month, and that way you don't have to get charged twice if you sign up before the 1st of November. But once November 1st rolls around, go ahead and sign up for this, so that way y'all can get your spot in here, and then I'll message you for your Discord username, so that way I can give you access to our private categories on the Discord server, and you can come down here and see all the different perks that you'll get whenever you join our Patreon membership group. So yeah, definitely check it out. If y'all have any questions, feel free to message me on Discord, or the best way to get a hold of me is probably through Discord for the most part, but you can message me on any other platforms, and hopefully I can get back in touch with you. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin total market cap. Actually, this is our total market cap looking at the daily. Let's go on into the daily first. It still looks like we are relatively bullish as of right now. We did dip below this support trend line here, but it looks like we are starting to make a move back up above and try to keep afloat here. Even on our 2-day and our 3-day, money flow still looking relatively good as of right now. Total coin market cap still looking relatively bullish for the most part. So yeah, I would expect money to still be coming back into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency here in the near term future, because that looks like the safest hedge as of right now besides the stock markets. And let's go on over to, we're going to take a look at a few more charts. I don't think I have too many altcoins to review just yet. Let's go on into gold and silver, see what's happening here with gold and silver here on the daily time frame, and see if we might be finding a little bit of support. Look, as y'all can also see, silver is also selling off just a tad bit as well. So even our precious metals are taking a nice hit right now too. I would imagine that this is probably just a lot of uncertainty with the elections that are taking place. And, obviously market rigging too as well. I do believe that Bitcoin is a little bit more less rigged than some of these other markets, such as the stock market and maybe gold and silver too as well. But it definitely looks like gold and silver have broken major trendline supports here on our daily time frames as well, while Bitcoin continues to stay afloat and still looks like the safest hedge going on into the election period as well. So what it's looking like, folks, is that Bitcoin's probably going to be consolidating out for just a little bit here at the underneath the 13.8 area. And what we're looking for is probably a break above 13.8 going on into November. If we break above it, then we're looking at, higher ranges, probably into the 14 to 15K area. And if we break a little bit lower, I would say if we break below 12.8, we're looking for probably support here at the lower 12K area, if anything. So folks, that's what it's looking like for Bitcoin right now. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, and then also we're doing a $100 giveaway in one of our favorite altcoins. So if you want to qualify for that altcoin giveaway, make sure you sign up for our newsletter. Links in the description box below if y'all want to sign up for it. But please share this video. I highly appreciate everyone tuning in, everyone that's coming over here from CryptoFace's channel as well, wanting to get their daily fix of market Cipher. I really appreciate it, folks. And any way that I can support the community and people in the community, I'm glad to be there and help them as well too. So if y'all have any questions, message me on Discord. Our Discord server is available to the public. So if you'd like to join us, find the link in the description box below. Once you join the Discord server, click the little green checkbox. It basically just make sure that you are abiding by all the community rules and guidelines of the Discord server. And then you'll have access to the full Discord server once you click that green checkbox. And then also we are giving polls on what altcoins we review on the channel. So if you want to come over here and vote on some of those altcoins as well, then you can check out our Telegram announcements page too as well. So I'm going to be moving over, well, I'm not going to be moving over, but I'm going to be doing a weekly live on one of our other platforms, theta.tv. So there's a link in the description box below if you want to come over there and follow us on theta.tv. I will be announcing when I go live in the Discord server alongside with the Telegram channel as well. And we will be doing I would say probably a weekly analysis over there too as well, every few days or so. And you can come over there and ask us what altcoin charts you would like for us to go over, or any other charts that you would like for us to review. If you have any questions on that, feel free to message me, folks. Don't forget, the first of the month is right around the corner. We already have a few people that are ready to sign up for our VIP Patreon membership. But if y'all have any questions about that, feel free to message me, and I will not keep y'all here any longer. I'll see you on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.